Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we are on a adventure this morning to go get a 4,000 gallon fuel tank. So we got Dad and Scooter in the front seat, we got George over here, and we're heading to get this fuel tank. It's going to be kind of cool because they're going to be setting it on the trailer with a wrecker for semis. So that's not something we've seen on the channel yet. So we're going to get it picked up and we're going to take it back home, and we will set it off with the 200 Hitachi and the 220 Hyundai excavators and get it situated where we want it. So we got a little bit of a drive yet till we get there, and once we get there I'll get the camera back out and we'll get some video. So here's the tank we're coming to get. As you can see, it's got a containment around it. It sits in it, so if it leaks, it'll go in there. It won't go all over the place. It's got 2 pumps on it. So what they'll do is they'll run straps under it, pick it up, and then we'll back the trailer under it and set it on it. there's one end up. Now they can get their straps under the other end. We need one of these trucks. Be handy to have around. That'll do it. Yeah, it looks pretty good on there. Alright, we got the tank home. George is working on the gravel pad for it to sit on. I got some 16,000 pound 50-foot long tow straps that I'm going to use to pick it up with. I doubled them since they were 50-foot long, and I shoved them underneath the containment, and we're going to bring them up each side to the excavators. Probably have to put a heavy chain between them. I'm going to get some shackles to put in the ends there just to protect the nylon straps, and to kind of protect this side where they are doubled, since they don't have the reinforced ends here. So that should be more than enough to pick this up. Now, there is concrete in this containment. So it's got 8 inches of concrete, so it's 8 foot wide, 20 foot long, 8 inches thick. So the best we can figure, that's like 16,000 pounds by itself. So the tank itself, we don't believe is very heavy. It's actually all the weight is here in the containment. The reason it took 2 wreckers to load it was because it's kind of an awkward lift for a wrecker. So that's why they brought 2 of them. Now, we go through 20,000 gallons plus of fuel per year. So by having this tank now, we will be able to buy at least half of a semi full, if not more, at a time. And that'll help with getting our fuel prices down. So this is definitely going to help us have bulk fuel here, and definitely help with getting some savings on that, because we'll be able to take a volume at a time instead of 1,000 gallons every week. We'll be able to take quite a bit at once, and that's less handling, so that means more fuel savings. So once George is done over there, we're going to get the 220 in position, and we brought the 270 home. We're going to use it instead of the 200, because the 200 developed a starter issue, and before anybody says it, it was never under the water when I was in the water with it. It's been having a little bit of a starter drag for the last couple of months, and it finally just gave up. So it had nothing to do with being in the pond. I took the end of the starter off, and it smelled terrible in there, and it's all black and burnt up. So It's the original starter to the machine, so it was time for a starter. So I'm gonna have to get one for it. But anyways, let's get this tank set yet today. Well, we'll get the 220 in place here. Probably where I'm gonna have to lift from. About right there. That's where I'm gonna have to be. So the idea is to do the opposite of what we did to load it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lift it straight up, and we'll pull the trailer out and we'll set it straight down. By the way, them guys from Sandberg's Towing from Valparaiso, Indiana, done a fantastic job. They have some absolutely beautiful equipment also. Very nice trucks. Very good guys to work with. Enjoyed working with them. So thank you, Sandberg's, for coming out and loading us up for us. That was excellent. Saved us hauling 2 excavators up there to do it with. So after all that, trying to get it unloaded, Scooter, what's that level say?
Perfectly level.
Perfectly level. It's level that way and it's level side to side. After dragging it off the trailer like we had to. So that just goes to show you how strong them wreckers are to be able to pick stuff up like that. It's pretty impressive the strength they have. But I was looking at the chart on this excavator and it's really not rated for much over the side in the position that I was in. So if I could have got up closer to it, had shorter stuff to work with, and was lifting it from right here instead of way up there, that would have made a huge difference. I wish I had a lifting eye right under the boom. Could have just lifted with the boom. But we got it off. That's all that matters. Nothing got hurt. Just slid right down, and I had Dad lower that end, hoping that there is some fuel in it, hoping that that fuel would go to that end and make this end a little lighter, and I could pick it up enough to get it off the ramps on the back of the trailer, because that's what we were caught on. The strap was getting caught on the ramps and trying to flip them up as it was coming off. If the ramps weren't there, it was slid off real nice, but we were worried that something bad was going to happen if one of them ramps flipped up and got caught under there and destroyed a ramp or the trailer, or I don't know what else it would destroy. It would have destroyed a lot of things. So anyways, there it is. It's sitting on its new pad. We're going to bring some stone around this side since we couldn't move it once we sat it down. We didn't want to move it because it set so nicely right there. So we can build up on this side and that'll be perfectly fine. So we're happy with it. Well, there we go. It's sitting where we want it. All we got to do now is replumb it the way we need it to be. We will probably end up building a roof over this just to keep snow and rain and everything like that out of the containment, leaves blowing around, things like that. But for right now, it's just going to sit out here. We're not going to do anything with it until we have some time. Oh, would you guys stop? I'll come feed you. They know if they come back here and bug me that I'll feed them before it's feeding time. So anyways, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a good evening.